The reason why Photoshop became the #1 choice for graphic artists and designers is because of the power of layers. In this video, we'll understand how layers work. Here I have a document opened. It's composed of several elements. There's graphics in the background, some texts, more images, and some logos. To manage a crowded project like this, each element is contained on their own separate layers. The background is on a separate layer, the texts are on their own layer, the type graphic is separate, the photos are separate, and the logos are separate. To help you visualize how this works, here is a 3D representation of the project. Imagine layers as transparent papers, like acetate sheets. The bottommost layer is the background, which is fully visible if no other layers exist. If we stack a layer on top of it, the top layer will be fully visible and is going to cover the background. But we can still see the background through the transparent parts of the top layer. So, the final image will look like this. This way, if edits are required on the background layer, we can just work on the bottom layer without affecting the top layer. Same goes for the top layer. If edits are needed, we can edit the top layer without accidentally altering the pixels of the background layer. We can continue adding layers as you add more elements like photos, logos, etc. These layers are stacked on top of each other, creating the final image. In this example, we have the same image, but all the elements are flattened or combined into a single layer. Editing options will be very limited. If I have to adjust the background, everything will be adjusted. If I use the eraser to trim these lines, the background will have holes. Texts are no longer editable. Let's go back to the layered project. I can use any editing tool and choose only the layer that I want to edit. I can erase to trim these lines and nothing else will be erased. Adjusting the color of the background will not affect the other layers. Texts are still editable. This is the reason layer-based image editing programs like Photoshop became the industry standard when it comes to image editing.